Now that we have had the opportunity to dig into the why of oral language, we will take a closer look at the foundations of language strand, overall expectation B1. In this video, we will explore some of the connections between oral language and the other strands of the language curriculum. Ultimately, there are many different ways students will be able to both grow and refine their oral language skills, as well as utilize their current skills in a variety of contexts. The ideas in this video do not cover the entirety of all of the possible connections, but will hopefully begin to show the interconnectedness of the strands within the language curriculum and the importance of oral language in particular. Overall expectation B1, oral and nonverbal communication. We have already heard of the importance of oral language in literacy acquisition. This curriculum also reaffirms the importance of oral language. Oral and nonverbal communication are foundational components of language skills. Over the years, students develop their listening and speaking abilities using a variety of strategies and skills, including word choice and syntax, to become effective communicators. The B1 strand knowledge and skills consist of effective listening skills, listening strategies for comprehension, speaking purposes and strategies, oral and nonverbal communication strategies, word choice, syntax, and grammar in oral communication. When we begin to look at the individual knowledge and skills of the oral and nonverbal communication strand, we can begin to see how these skills layer onto the other three strands of the language curriculum. Effective listening skills are overarching skills that all learners must gain as a first step in order to access learning in any environment. As educators, we need to help students build these skills in all areas of the curriculum, as well as in less formal contexts of the school environment. These skills are critical for collaboration and communication, which are two of the 7 transferable skills found in Strand A. Listening comprehension strategies are developed within all the other language strands, as well as in learning opportunities in the other curriculum areas. Listening comprehension is critical for success. Through Strand A, students are engaging with texts and representations that foster understanding of diverse identities, experiences, perspectives, histories, and contributions, and are learning to be critical consumers of online materials and media texts. Students also apply their listening comprehension skills to many of the transferable skills in Strand A, such as during collaboration and communication. In Strand B, students will build and rely on their listening comprehension skills as they learn about the complexities of phonology, orthography, and morphology of the English language. In Strand C, students are building and practicing their listening comprehension strategies while they are engaging in knowledge-building activities through read-alouds, where educators model effective reading comprehension strategies and explicitly teach them of the different kinds of text they will encounter. In Strand D, students will rely on their listening comprehension skills to learn about writing. Students practice their speaking strategies in formal and informal contexts throughout the literacy block and throughout their day at school. In Strand A, these speaking skills are built and practiced in all of the transferable skills, as well as during discussions around the diverse texts, online resources, and media they consume. In Strands C and D, students will communicate with their peers and teachers to demonstrate their understanding of texts and concepts they have read about, as well as while they are preparing to compose their own texts. Oral and nonverbal communication skills are also practiced and developed in both formal and informal contexts every day in order for students to effectively interact with their peers in a variety of settings and for a variety of purposes. In Strand B, students will practice both verbal and nonverbal communication strategies to respond to explicit instruction techniques used to teach critical foundational skills of phonemic awareness and phonics. Formal language and the language of texts differs from casual spoken language. Word choice, syntax, and grammar are foundational writing skills that must first be developed orally. Many opportunities to listen to oral text during reading comprehension lessons in both language and content areas, and to compose oral responses will help students be effective oral communicators and eventually effective written communicators. I hope through this short video you have begun to see some of the connections and interrelatedness between oral language and the other strands of the language curriculum.